It's time for breakfast, and we want easy breakfast. We're in the kitchen all day when we're getting ready to make breakfast. Today, it's going to be waffles, and these waffles are amazingly delicious. They are just as good as any waffle that you could buy in any restaurant. I promise you, they are delicious. Okay, the first thing we need to do is use caster sugar, okay? All that is a super fine sugar. You can find it in some places, in some stores, but to be honest, all you need to do is grind down a little sugar. I usually only do it when I need it for a recipe like today, so I don't have a stockpile of it or anything like that. I only need a couple of tablespoons as well. So I just have a little bit in here. I didn't even measure this. I'll be measuring it when I put it in. I'm going to use my coffee grinder, and we're just going to grind this up until it's very, very fine, but not powdery. You can actually make powdered sugar from regular sugar too. So you have to be careful when you're grinding it down for caster sugar that you don't grind it down to a powder. Just put it in the coffee grinder and grind it up a little bit. That's good enough. 2 swirls. You just want it finer than your regular granulated sugar. Okay, so now go ahead and preheat your waffle iron. You cannot make waffles without a waffle iron. It's impossible. So make sure you have a waffle iron, okay? Now, with the waffle iron, you do not need to oil it, okay? As a matter of fact, if you start putting oil on a waffle iron over time, it will become non-stick and the coating will come off. So you do not want to put any oil. And if you do not use a spray oil. There may come a time, if you've had it for a while, that you feel it needs a little oil or something, just take a brush and brush some olive oil on it or butter or something like that. But our recipe, at least for our waffles, it has oil or it has butter in it. So you don't need anything in your waffle iron. So just turn it on however yours turns on. I have a basic simple waffle iron, nothing fancy, no dials, nothing to set. You just have to kind of leave it in there until it turns the color you want. If you have the better, fancier one that has the dial, turn it to about 3 to 5 for color as far as your waffle is concerned, and probably medium to medium high as far as the heat is concerned. I don't have that kind, but that's where I would start at if I did. So in here we have our flour. And to the flour, we're going to add what we just made, our caster sugar, okay? So I only need a couple of tablespoons, and it doesn't have to be exact. And since my tablespoon won't fit in here, I'm actually using 3, but that's going to equal out to about 2 tablespoons full, okay? And I'll just put the remainder of that in a Ziploc bag, going in with baking powder. This is another thing. Not only is this recipe simple, this recipe is quick, okay? So we want to whisk this together really well, making sure that we don't have any lumps or anything in our flour before we add in our wet ingredients, okay? Now, we're going to put in our milk. We have milk right here, and this milk needs to be slightly warm, okay? It needs to be a little bit warmer than room temperature. All right, I actually heated mine in the microwave for about 10 seconds, and you want your eggs to be at room temperature as well, okay? So I'm gonna go in with my eggs first. Doesn't really matter, you can put your milk in first if you like. I always crack them in a separate bowl, going in with a little vanilla and our milk. Now we're going to whisk this to combine it. You can always double the recipe or whatever if you want more. So you just want to whisk this wet ingredients to the dry ingredients until it's combined. Now we're going to go in with our melted butter. Again, it should be warm, okay? So now we're going to whisk this until it's pretty smooth. Your batter should be thick, but still pourable, okay? All right, so your batter should be nice and smooth, very thick, but you still should be able to pour it somewhat, okay? So now, mine has gone from red to green. I don't know if you can see that, but it has. So now we are ready to go ahead. As you can see, it's nice and hot. When you pour your batter in your waffle iron, pour just enough. Don't overfill it. And then we're going to wait about anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds before we close our top. That will ensure that your batter will not run over all over down the sides and in between the nooks and crannies, okay? Make sure it is on the sides, all in the little crevices. So you want enough batter to fill it up. But I like to put it in the middle as you see me doing and then push it over, okay? So I won't run it over and overfill it. Just push some of that batter up into the corner so you have a full waffle. And at this point, do not close the waffle iron, okay? If you do, that's when you get that spillage. Just let it sit up to about probably 30 seconds or so. You don't need to let it sit long. But once you feel like it's starting to set on the other side, then you can close it. Now, it doesn't matter if it runs over to the second side. Now, I have a little bit more over here on this edge, if you can see that, right here, and that's subject to spill over. So I'm definitely going to try to push that back up in there because we do not want our waffles to spill over. We don't want to have to clean up, okay? So just let it sit. Let it sit until it starts to set. You can kind of see it setting around the edges, okay? And it may take more than 30 seconds. It's going to depend on your waffle iron, and apparently mine is saying more than 30 seconds because it has not started to set yet. If you wait, you should not have that spill over. I can't guarantee it. I have had the spill over occasionally, even when I let it sit, but rarely, okay? So we'll let this sit and we'll close the top in a couple of seconds. Okay, we should be good. Let's close our top. And now we wait until the indicator says we are done. We'll check, and if we're not as brown as we want it, we will put it back in and let it cook a little bit longer. So we'll be back. Okay. Ooh, don't they look amazing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I need a spatula. Just want you all to see. Both sides, nice and golden brown and crispy. Nice and crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. Oh my goodness. Okay, again, you do not need to add oil at this point in time. Just go ahead and put more batter in. And as you see, it did not run over because we left the top up and we let it set. Push it to the edges so that you won't overfill it. Okay? So we don't want to have to clean up like that. Don't have quite enough in the spot, add just a dot more. Okay. And when you add more, put it in the middle and then drag it to the sides so that you won't mess up the edges. Okay, we'll let this sit. We'll close it and we'll be back. I also like to go in with melted butter on them when they come out. Are all done. Doesn't it look amazing? Oh my goodness. Ooh, it is time for our taste test. But before we do, if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate each and every one of you all. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for keep coming back, spending time with me, watching my videos. I really do appreciate you. And Pam's Pantry members, thank you so much for being a part of Pam's Private Pantry. Oh my goodness. If you are not subscribed, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Oh my goodness. And if you like waffles, give this video a like. I really would appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Ooh, and it smells amazing. No, I am not putting any syrup on here just yet because I am not getting ready to eat and I don't want them to get soggy, but we're going to taste it anyway. I've already cut me a piece off. Oh my goodness. That crispy outside exterior and the soft, fluffy inside. Ooh, you need to make some. Oh my goodness. I just said I'm not getting ready to eat, but I am getting ready to make some coffee and then I'm getting ready to eat. I will see you next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.